Good day, I am Jeremy from SafetyG TV. Okay. Actually guys, I have a good topic, an interesting topic today. It's about a very common topics that needs to be learned. If you are new safety or you are practicing safety, okay, and even not a safety, okay, it will help, okay, to idealize some common safety words or some common safety terms that was being used on site, okay, especially this is very common actually for the basic safety, because anybody or everybody is commonly use these words and words, but they have different meaning in actual. Okay, first of all guys, I will share my technical expert. Actually, I am a safety manager and safety professional for 12 years now, practicing health and safety, foreign and international. I am working abroad for almost 12 years here, and previously worked in the Philippines as one of the big company in the Philippines, but practicing safety is here in abroad. Okay. Now guys, I just only want to have a video blog about this, because this is a common safety ideology or terms that if you are engaged with health and safety, this is can easily to encounter even in your workplace. Okay, I will show a picture. Okay, this is the office. That's why you can see it very common. And the first term that we will discuss today is about hazard. Okay, I know that many of you, okay, will hazard. Okay, but just take a pause. Okay, and I show the picture before I will continue. Okay. Guys, welcome back. Okay. Now, as you have seen and noticed the picture I shared to you a few seconds ago. Now, the term that first we know and to understand is hazard. Actually, common in practice, hazard is being defined as a situation within the workplace that has a potential to cause injury or adverse health effect for people and damage to the plant on or equipment. It means, guys, that if you're a new safety, okay, be familiar on this. As I have said to my previous vlog, that hazard is anywhere. Okay, the most common term that we are using in hazard is any human existence. There is a hazard. Even your wife is a hazard. Even everybody has a hazard. Okay, that's what to clear out, guys. Okay, that why the wife is hazard. Sometimes he will get mad, she will get mad, and he turns angry, and there. Okay. So potentially, and as we call this in the expert, is psychological and physical, and also the best asset as a safety, that you must have a high, what we call this, sensation or taste or capability to sense the ability of your other, or you will easily notice that he's angry with you, he's not acceptable. That's a good sense of humor, guys, that to understand a certain condition or what we call this behavioral approach. If you become a best safety practitioner, this is one of the strategy that you will understand. Okay, the behavioral and personal approach. Okay. Now we go back to the hazard. Now the photo I shared previously is in relates with the office hazard. Okay, we put cautions because the janitor was maybe cleaning the area and wet floor is there, so that to aware you that the hazard is there. If you will go in that area, you are now at risk. The next topic, okay, and this basic safety video blog is risk. Okay, before I will proceed to the risk, I will show you a photo that shows the actual risk, or what are the risks, or sample only on the risk condition. Okay? Yep. Hello, welcome back. See? As I have shown you, guys, that first is risk. Okay. What is the meaning of risk? It's simplified as the likelihood that an injury or illness will occur and result to exposure to workplace hazard. That's why, as I mentioned previously, if you notice that I show the office access or the office access area provided with aware sign that keep out or slip trip, that is already been awareing everybody that keep away from that area, because they are modifying or they are removing the wet floor risk. Okay, because if you will go there, wet floor is already been there, the risk. Then if you will be slide, it will go to the next topic. Now, this topic is very commonly because most of the new safety officer cannot be determine what is hazard and what is risk. The main concept of this training, safety 101, is to guide what is the hazard, what is the factor of hazard, then how it mitigates to control the hazard, then what is the risk and how we mitigate the risk. Okay. In the end part of this one, we will summarize it and we will put some coaching regarding on this one. Okay. We go back to the figure, the risk. Okay. Actually, if you see the picture that I shared to you, there are people that not wearing hard hats, and they are standby only. Actually, in the construction area, okay, please be responsive. Okay, because safety is not only for safety for the safety officer, but safety is for everybody's concerned. It's only an initiative. Okay. Now, if you saw the guys, they are standing without helmet, and they are standby in the nearby protruding rebars. See? We don't know, some of them stumbled or slide. Then see, the rebar is very exposed without protection. Then, they are already exposed with what we call risk. Only a few factor or force of inertia or factor that can lead them to the next topic. Okay. The accident. Okay. Now, let's go back. Okay, track back. See, somebody standing only waiting. As you have seen, the risk is very basic. Okay? Starting safety is to define what is the risk, because sometimes a hazard, people will get, they will just identify it directly as a risk. And guys, take note, many exams, many interviews, if you are applying for safety, this is one of the basic questions that the interviewer will ask. And from this condition, you will be failed. That's why, be familiar with what is the hazard, what's the risk, and the accident. Okay? That's why, guys, okay, we will forward. We already done for the risk. And we will summarize the risk after, what should be the control measures. Okay? Now, the next topic, guys, is about the accident. As I said, the accident. Okay? I will post a picture for the accident. Okay, hello. I'm Jeremy. I'm back again. Okay, as you have noticed in the picture of a human two that was being hit by protruding nails. Okay, now this is one of the commonly workplace accident if you are working on site. Especially, the factor of this is poor housekeeping, for material management. That's why if you are a starting safety officer, okay, you must define directly, or you must understand your working condition. Okay. We go back to the basic that if you are a good risk and hazard hunter, you are the best lifesaver. Okay. Lifesaver is a safety. We are a lifesaver, asset saver, facility saver. That's why, in very basic, common terminology of health and safety is, you are the lifesaver. That's our main key role, to define the hazard, eliminate the risk, and to make our workplace safe. Okay. But now, if we go back to the picture I shared to you, the accident is mainly that factors of maybe using PPE is not on standard, one factor. Second factor is maybe the area has no have proper housekeeping. Number two. Number three factor is maybe the work location has no proper what we call this, lightings or luminance, workplace luminance. But out of this root cause or investigation factor data, we still conclude that the accident occurs with the protruding nails is not being removed. Means we goes to the next topic. If there is a protruding nail, it must be defined that somebody in the workplace already committed what we call the near miss. Okay? Now, first is hazard. Second is the risk. The third is accident. But guys, mainly, and let me explain to you. Sometimes, guys, in a certain condition, 100 near miss equivalent with one accident. That's why 10 out of 1 as factor ratio, 10 near miss is equivalent to 1 accident. I hope that you will be clear visualize about what I have said. Because if you are new safety, you must be a good hunter for hazard, a good hunter for risk, and the best observer of near miss. And I can assure you, 90% on your workplace environment is secure and safe. But it needs constant practice, guys. Becoming safety, guys, is a factor in which you must to learn, you must to read, you must to understand, and you must implement. Because you are very good, you are a good learner, you are very genius, but you cannot perform a single implementation, and you are just only a library. Becoming a safety, guys, is one of challenges that you must understand, that you must know how to implement what is based on your safety plan. You must understand as a safety officer how to execute. Ask your supervisors, guys. If you are new, you can ask them and they will guide you. Mark my word, guys. Even me, as I told you in my previous vlog, I'm starting as a safety aide. I am not a safety, I'm safety aide. I become a safety officer. I become a safety supervisor. I become a safety superintendent. I have studied to become a safety engineer. And now, I already reached the top. But, experience is there. But always 4 factors can develop. You must understand. Okay. We go back to the subject and topic. The near miss. Okay, I will show you the video. And it will relate to this accident. Okay? Stay tuned. Okay. I'm back. Okay. Now, as you have noticed, to the last photo I share is the near miss. Okay? Now, why it called a near miss? Okay? The meaning of near miss is an unintentional, okay, incident that could have caused damage, injury, or death, but was narrowly avoided. That's why I told you, the factor, as I told you previously, the factor of 10 near miss is equivalent to 1 accident. That's why, obviously, if this is poor housekeeping, no proper illumination, it cannot be seen by your, you will be not be seen it, especially warehouse, stockyards. It's a common places that to get this one. And lastly, factor root cause analysis is PPE was not the right PPE using by the employee. Okay? Because if you will go back to the PPE standards, okay, safety shoes have 2 cups and still 2. It's protect. But some safety shoes that was not been verified and reviewed properly by safety specialist, there is no still 2. That's why, because some employee complain that why they are carrying the shoes very heavy. No. Actually, there are lots of safety shoes brand that was already been have secondary layer of steel toes or steel sheets downside their toes. That's why it's commonly, guys, do not tamper or do not forget to use your safety shoes always. If you are especially in your construction area. That's why we as a safety practitioner and professionals are implementing mandatory signages that all employee must use his safety shoes or protective to PPEs to ensure that to prevent accident. Okay? Now, let's go back to the near miss, guys. Many cases, or rather, many new safety, or even management don't know this one, near miss. As per required on standard, that each and every company, each and every management must develop what we call near miss campaign or near miss plan, near miss development, because it needs to help or to communicate the employees on site on how to define and how to track, on how to check what is near miss. Okay. Many things, there are near miss in electrical, there's near miss in mechanical, close out, isolation valve like this. There are excessive energy that was not been controlled that can cause near miss or major fatality and accident. That's why one good factor, if you are a new safety officer and start to develop the career, okay, as I told you, as I tell previously, first is you have a good ability to define hazard. The second is you have a good ability to define risk. And the third is you have a good ability to define what is near misses. And I have said near miss, okay, is a condition in which it's supposed to be, unintentional. It's supposed to be happen an accident, but was being avoided commonly. Okay. But actually, if you are a proactive safety professional or proactive safety officer, do not learn about near miss. Okay. Learn about being proactive. Because near miss is already done. Already been defined, already been in the actual. But if you are a proactive safety, whatever you saw a risk, hazard, you make direct action on it. Do not wait, because every single seconds or minute, anybody can lead to accident, as I show the picture. This is only a basic concept that to define the three factors. Actually, guys, the picture I show is only to explain a definition between what is hazard, what is risk, what is an accident, and why we need to know near misses. Now, to wrap up all these things, guys, is like this. Being a professional or a basic safety or a new safety or safety 101 is like this. This is the criteria to develop your profession and career to become what you have been. Because this is your basic and major role to do this task in the workplace. And second thing is, guys, learn, study, or read what's the updated machines, tools, and equipment you have in your site. That's the very, very key elements to prevent loss, or what we call uncontrolled energy. It's near miss, guys. To define uncontrolled equipment or mechanical, pneumatic, hydraulic, define. That's why a safety profession is actually, even me, if you ask, it's only for engineers, no. A safety profession, guys, is only an initiative, guys. It's only a matter of learning to what's new. You will be resourceful for everything, and this is what we call best proactive approach. You are proactive, not inactive. You have an ability, an idea to determine what's right and what's wrong and how it mitigates. Because some common safety is they think only that they are taking photo and send it to the management without any recommendation, and that is not the right way, guys. If you will show what is the problem, what's your observation, you must practice to have a recommendation on it. Do not post any observation findings open without good recommendation. Because guys, that is a bad safety habit. You are not what we call this a newscaster. Company hire you to look over the hazard, to look over the risk, to determine near misses, and to prevent accident, and to implement the requirements, safety requirements based on the legality, moral, and insurance. Based on this concept, guys, to prevent workplace accident, incident cases. That's why this is one of the major things that very, very basic. If you put in your report that I saw like this, so guys, you must sharpen your mind always, so that it will guide your career. Okay, I hope that I have shared something about health and safety, and I hope that I can help you more. Okay. Before you leave my channel, don't forget to please like and share and subscribe. Thank you. Good afternoon.